and I connect him with my senior so that I'm off the equation. We want this country to understand kingdom. Praise the Lord.
Without any scandal, without looking for publicity. That's why some of you even probably never knew who I was. I wasn't the type who ran to the press to say nothing. But I was impactful. Even the speakers sought my counsel. Yeah, so that is the core of me. I'm not saying I'm holy, like really. No one is. But I live for Christ, and I am a repentant Christian who seeks good at all times. And that's what you need to do. So God always gives us dreams, vision before promoting us. All because He has a purpose for you. That's why your fingerprint is yours alone. Nobody has it. That's why the pupil of your eye is yours alone. In the whole wide world, 7 billion people. 7 billion people, none of them is like you. It's like God created you in a mold. Once He finished, He broke that mold to create another person. I also want to tell you today that your pit is not your destination. Yes. Pit, yours it is just God's preparation for you. Go and read Genesis 37:23-28 to understand the pit situation, which I know you already know anyway. So Joseph's brothers thought they were ending him there, but God was just beginning him, catapulting him. I want to tell you that sometimes rejection is divine redirection. Rejection is painful, not so? Yeah. Nobody will deceive me. I've been rejected. Like I think I was the best member of parliament of my constituency. One of the best. And I was the first member of parliament to be voted twice in my constituency. This is another divine moment for me. Before I became a member of parliament, two things used to happen. Somebody is elected. Halfway through the parliament, they die. They die. Then somebody is elected in a by-election. They complete the 2.5 years. They are not re-elected. That was the pattern. Now, when I was standing, I was a young man, 20, maybe 28, 30 thereabout. People were coming to me and saying, don't you fear death? Don't you see what is happening? You see so and so died. Son, this is elected, failed. This is elected, died midway, another one dead. Elected, died midway. That was the pattern, and I could see it. You know my answer? Because you're a destiny shaper, by the way. You can shape the destiny of your community. So I used to declare, that became now my campaign theme because it was so common. So I would say, you people have been saying our MPs die, and you think I am too good to die. You don't want me to die a young man of promise. But today I want to declare to you that because I've come in this race, and because I'm a born-again Christian, God is breaking that jinx once and forever. So I kept declaring that everywhere. And faith came inside people. I was a young man, not married, no money. But wherever I spoke, everybody volunteers to be my campaign manager without pay. Even the car I was using, somebody just donated and was even fueling it. Then my other declaration was, even if for any reason I don't make it, the person who will win will not die for the entire town. Because I wasn't being selfish here. I was doing God's work. Come election day, I won. But don't clap yet. I won massively. But I was also new in politics. I didn't know that political games and gimmicks take place. So one of my opponents who had stood for like 3 times or 4 and had gained the experience of standing and failing and standing and failing, also learned how to rig. So I was rigged out overnight. And the following morning, the results that were coming was now different, and this person was declared after 2 days actually. Yeah. My district was so close to Lira district then, Lira headquarters. It was not Alebtong at the time. But even results from Kyoga, a mother town, very many hundreds of kilometers away, came and was declared. But mine, they were still calculating and moving things, and finally they just declared this other person. Now, what did I do? Did I cry? No. My people cried. People had running stomachs because they really believed in me. But it was me saying, no, don't worry. That's the work of the devil. And 5 years is not long. And I would receive calls every day, random calls. I'm here working in Tororo, getting good money, and people. So what I did was to really test the ground. Thank God I was transferred from Tororo to Luero. So every Friday, I would jump into the bus in the evening after work, go to Lira, arrive late night, get my brother-in-law's motorcycle, ride in the constituency. People didn't even know my face anymore. 5 years. Because, I changed. I was running a big program. Yeah, so they didn't even know me. So I would just come like a stranger. How is here? What is the political situation? Then they say, oh, the president or the MP. It's okay for MP. What are people saying? Oh, people are so disappointed. We are so... This man has failed us. So what are you going to do about it? We still don't know. There's this young man who stood called Benson Obua-Ogwal. He's the one everybody wants. But you know, he was rigged last time, so they are saying that he's too disappointed, does not want to come back. Everywhere I went, it was the same story. Then I said, okay, there's an opportunity here. So I went and I resigned from my job. Another big story because of the way I worked. I was managing more than $1 million. So the Muzungu did not want to release me because he thought that as soon as I leave this project, we'll just die. There was no one as honest as I was. But I assured him that, look, I've been training people. There's this one I'm recommending to take over from me. He still refused so many times. So when I realized that he was not understanding, the primaries was coming close, I went to office with a resignation letter and dropped on his desk. Then he said, I now see you are determined. I cannot do anything. You go. But I'm asking you, elections being what they are, I am not going to fill your position. If it does not go well for you, come the following Monday to your office. Oh my God. Look, wouldn't you campaign with peace of mind? Knowing that if I fail, boom. Then he added, but should you make it, we will wish you well. But because of what you have done for us here, I will bring Plan International to your constituency to serve your people. You people don't know what Plan is. Does anybody?
I've never heard of it.
In Tororo, we did a great job. Luwero and Kamuli. Oh my God. So just hearing that alone, that they're coming to my constituency. And indeed they came. The day I won elections like this, 5 days later, the country director came with a convoy of Bazungu. 10 cars. Went throughout my constituency, and then people said, hey, this boy is powerful like this. And as I stop Plan Uganda is still in my constituency, doing great work. So friends, sometimes the road that we take may not be straight. But God knows precisely what He wants to do with you. You remember how David suffered? Build it today. Your talent will lift you very quickly. Your qualifications will put you up there very fast. But it is your character that will let you stay there. If you don't have character, you will fall. And the people we are struggling with who are said to be corrupt, it didn't start yesterday. They started with sugar at home, then some coins. Okay. One day, like I have been in the woods since 2016. Okay, let's say 2019, because I worked with Bamogemerero for some time. And God has been sustaining me in His own way. When I go to Parliament, sometimes I go there to do a few things, meetings, this and that. People come to me and ask me, you know, this job is so stressful. I want to leave. But I don't know how to leave. How did you prepare? You look so relaxed. You look even younger than when you were in Parliament. What is your secret? When did you first time I saw your profile and you have those things? He writes books which sell, you know. So he has no time to steal your money or to beg money for you. For the money that you're bringing is for your own sake, so that God can smile at you and say, Dad, you see that widow there? That widow's mite is more important than, you know. So that is for you to think about and join hands with your pastor. Don't let people in America come and take your blessing from you. Yeah, they can come and support, but this is your thing. This is your project. The next point is divine encounters produce forgiveness, not bitterness. You remember Joseph? After all that he went through, he still had the heart to forgive the brothers himself. And that's my final call to you. Jesus and Joseph, their life was very similar. If you want to know a little bit more, Joseph was loved by his father. You remember coat of many colors, the last born who has to be, you know, which even provoked jealousy from the brothers. Jesus was the only son of God, beloved. How did both of them end? Betrayal. Christ. That is when Christ now started speaking to me directly, and I would write things down, and it was like he was waiting for me to recommit, and he took me places which I will never forget up to today. So if you are in that category, first of all, is there anybody who has never been born again and you would like to give your life to Christ right now? Is there anyone? Okay, there being none. If this message has challenged you,